Your car is trying to tell you something right now. That warning light, that window that stopped working, that radio that went silent. You think you need a mechanic. You do not. I will show you 5 free tricks that fix these problems in minutes. Welcome to Brilliant Car Care. Today I want to talk about something that will save you hundreds of dollars. Car makers build in simple resets that most drivers never find. These are not hacks. They are not dangerous. They are real fixes that mechanics use every day, but they do not tell you about them because if you knew, you would not call them. In the next 14 minutes, I will show you 5 reset tricks. Some will surprise you. Some will seem too simple to work, but they do work. If you know these 5 tricks, you can fix your car without spending money. Let us start. Reset trick 1. The battery disconnect reset. The first trick is the battery disconnect reset. This is the most powerful reset in your car. Think of it like rebooting your computer when it freezes. Your car has a computer that controls everything: the engine, transmission, lights, windows, radio. Sometimes this computer gets confused. It holds on to old information. It gets stuck on an error. Disconnecting the battery wipes it clean. Here is how you do it. Open your hood. Look at your battery. You will see a black cable and a red cable. The black cable is negative. The red cable is positive. You want to disconnect the negative terminal first. It is usually on the left side. You need a wrench. Just a basic wrench that fits the bolt. It is usually 10 or 13 millimeter. Loosen that bolt. You do not need to remove it completely. Just loosen it enough to slide the cable off. You will see it come loose. Now here is the important part. Leave that cable disconnected for 1 full minute. During this time, the battery drains the last power from the computer. All the old, confused information gets erased. It is like wiping a slate clean. After 1 minute, reconnect the cable. Tighten the bolt back down. What just happened is your car computer completely reset. It forgot all the error codes. It forgot any glitches. It starts fresh. This solves a lot of issues. If your check engine light is on for no reason, it might go away. If your transmission was acting weird, it might shift smooth again. If your windows were glitchy, they might work perfect. I need to tell you something important. This reset will erase some stored information. Your saved radio stations might go away. Your clock might reset. Your seat position might not be where you left it. These are small things. Only do this reset if something is actually wrong with your car. Also, if your check engine light is on because of a real problem, this reset will turn the light off. But the problem is still there. The light will come back on if the problem is real. Do not use this reset to hide a real problem. Use it to fix a glitch. Reset trick 2. The power window auto reset. How many of you have had this happen? You press the window button. The window goes down. Then you press it again to bring it up. But this time, it does not go all the way up automatically. You have to hold the button down the entire way. That is annoying. A lot of people think the motor is broken. They think they need a new window regulator. They start thinking about a $300 repair. But the problem is not the motor. The problem is that the computer forgot where the top is supposed to be. The fix is simple. You teach the window where the top is. Here is exactly how you do it. Close all the doors and windows. Turn on the ignition. Do not start the engine, just turn it on. Now press and hold the window down button until the window is completely down. Keep holding it for 2 more seconds after it is all the way down. Now release and wait a moment. Then press and hold the window up button. Keep holding it all the way up until the window is completely closed. Keep holding for 2 more seconds after it is fully closed. After you release, try pressing the button once. If it worked right, the window will automatically go all the way up and stop by itself. The reason this works is that modern cars learn where the limit is. The computer counts the seconds and says, if the button is held this long, that is the full up position. But sometimes this learning gets confused. Maybe the battery was disconnected. Maybe the weather was really extreme and changed how the motor works. This reset there takes less than a minute. You do not need any tools. You do not need to open the door panels. You do not need a mechanic. You just press buttons in the right order and your window works again. I have seen people spend $300 on a window motor when all they needed was this 30-second reset. One thing to know, this works for most cars. If you try it and it does not work, try the battery disconnect reset we talked about earlier. That will often fix stubborn window problems. Reset trick 3, the TPMS light reset. This one causes more panic than any other warning light. You are driving and suddenly that tire pressure light comes on. Most people immediately think they have a flat tire or a slow leak. They pull over and check their tires. All 4 tires look fine. They are not flat. So what is the problem? In about 7 out of 10 cases, there is no problem. The TPMS system, which means Tire Pressure Monitoring System, has just gotten confused. TPMS sensors are small electronic devices on each wheel that measure tire pressure. Sometimes these sensors get a reading wrong. Sometimes the computer loses track of which sensor is which. Sometimes just cold weather or a bumpy road triggers a false alarm. Here is what you should do first. Get out and check all 4 tire pressures with a tire gauge. You can buy one at any auto parts store for $5. Check the proper tire pressure in your owner's manual or on the door jamb on the driver's side. Most cars should have between 30 and 35 psi. If any tire is low, fill it up. Once all your tires are at the correct pressure, drive the car for about 20 minutes at normal speed. The sensors need to warm up and recalibrate. After about 20 minutes, the light should go off by itself. The computer has relearned what the correct pressure is. But what if you have driven for 20 minutes and the light is still on? Then try the TPMS reset button. Most cars have a TPMS reset button somewhere. It is usually on the dashboard or under the steering wheel. Check your owner's manual to find it on your model. When you find it, park the car and turn on the ignition without starting the engine. Press and hold the TPMS reset button until you hear a chime or see the light flash. After you do this, drive the car for about 10 minutes and the light should go away. If it does not, you might have a real problem. Maybe one of the sensors has a dead battery. Maybe a sensor is broken. Then you need to take it to a mechanic because they have equipment to diagnose which sensor is bad. Reset trick 4. The check engine light reset. This is the one that scares people the most. When it comes on, people think the worst. They think the engine will blow up. They think thousands of dollars in repairs are coming. They rush to a mechanic. But here is the truth. The check engine light means your car found an error code. It does not mean your car is broken. It means your car recorded a problem. Sometimes that problem is serious. Sometimes it is nothing. The light does not tell you which. In many cases, the check engine light is caused by something simple. Your gas cap is loose. A sensor got a weird reading one time. A glitch happened. These things trigger the light. The light stays on until someone resets it. This is where the battery disconnect reset comes in handy. Remember the first trick. When you disconnect the battery for a minute and reconnect it, you erase all the error codes. If your check engine light came on for a glitch, it will go off. But here is the important thing. If there is a real problem, the light will come back on within a few days of driving. So disconnect the battery. Wait a minute. Reconnect. Drive around for a week. If the light stays off, it was just a glitch. If it comes back on, there is a real problem and you need to get it checked. Do not use this reset to hide a real problem. If there is an emissions leak and you ignore it, you might damage your catalytic converter. That is a really expensive repair. Reset trick 5. The ECU reset for better engine performance. This last reset trick is my favorite because it actually makes your car run better. It is called an ECU reset. ECU stands for Engine Control Unit. This is the computer that controls how your engine runs. It manages fuel, timing, air, everything. Over time, the ECU learns your driving habits. It adjusts fuel delivery based on how hard you usually drive. It adjusts shift timing based on your patterns. But sometimes it learns wrong. Maybe you were towing something heavy once, and the ECU learned to run rich. Now you are back to normal, but the ECU is still adjusted for towing. When this happens, your car might feel sluggish. It might not accelerate as snappy as it should. It might shift a little weird. This is where the ECU reset helps. Here is what you do. Make sure you have a full tank of gas. This is important because the ECU will relearn and you want to give it good conditions. Now disconnect the battery. Use that wrench on the negative terminal just like we talked about. Wait a full minute while the battery is disconnected. After the minute, reconnect the battery. Now here is the important part. Drive the car normally for about 10 to 15 miles. Do not drive hard. Do not race it. Just drive normal like you always do. Let the ECU watch what you are doing and relearn your driving patterns from scratch. After about 15 miles, you can drive however you want. But for those first 15 miles, keep it normal and steady. What happens during those 15 miles is the ECU is relearning everything. It watches your acceleration patterns. It watches how you brake. It watches your speed and your throttle input. After those 15 miles, the ECU has a fresh baseline. And here is the cool part. Many people feel a difference right away. The car feels more responsive. The acceleration feels snappier. The shifts feel smoother. It is because the ECU is no longer fighting against bad learned habits. Putting it all together. So you have 5 free reset tricks that can fix almost every mysterious car problem. The battery disconnect reset for computer glitches. The power window auto reset for stuck windows. The TPMS reset for tire pressure lights. The check engine light reset for code clearing. The ECU reset for better performance. None of these cost you money. None require special tools. You can do all of them at home with nothing but a basic wrench. So next time something weird happens with your car, before you panic, before you call a mechanic, try these resets. They might save you hundreds of dollars. And even if they do not fix the problem, you have learned something about how your car works. Try these 5 tricks. Do them in the right order. Give them a fair shot. And I promise you, at least one will save you money. Once you know how to do them, you can teach someone else. You can help your family and friends. Thank you for watching Brilliant Car Care. If this video helped you, please like it and subscribe.